Hello, my name is Reg, and you're watching Shattered Dungeons. Somewhere.
Welcome everybody, it is Tuesday night, and we are playing no Shattered Dungeons tonight. It is simply us. Woo-hoo! Oh, check this out. Someone's got me unmuted on a computer somewhere. Is it me? Do I have myself unmuted? I could hear myself. I don't know.
I believe my setup is accurate.
Perfect.
Well, if you listen carefully, if you look, you'll see a green box around somebody when you speak, and then that should give them away.
No talking. Everyone shush. Ah! Oh, it's
me?
Rachel. Yep.
How am I doing that?
Got him. That was fascinating.
Here, I
And
just
loud.
stopped watching the stream. Did that work?
Nope. Do you have like a headphone out or something like that?
No.
It's like the mysterious background when we're serving at church, and you can like hear the echo, and everybody's like, "Where is it coming from?"
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
hear us through your headphones?
Yeah, I'm listening through my headphones.
How loud
Guys,
is the
real
volume
quick,
on your headphones?
While this is happening, I want everyone to know that Jordan, I think, was asleep, and he is running to get his setup together right now, like he is late for class to jump on. I imagine him just like in a flurry of anger
that's
and
why
chaos.
it's so quiet.
Yes, exactly. That's why I
is.
could hear that.
It's so calm.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you said that.
Please don't. No. So if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm David. I'm sick. So sorry, my voice doesn't sound that great, but this is episode 50 of Shattered Dungeons Arc 3. This episode, we're literally just going to kind of reflect on Arc 3, what was our high points, low points, favorite parts, not so favorite parts, all that stuff. And if we have time, we may do a very stupid, silly game. But until then, enjoy the low tones my voice can get to right now. Yeah.
Fascinating.
And that's without the vocal thing. Oh no. Hold on. Yeah.
I'm not late, you're late. There it is. This is what happens.
I don't like that.
You don't
I'm
like
not
that?
a fan of that. No.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Please stop. I need to turn this down.
Better, but still bad.
You guys didn't like my Goof Troop thing?
Did you
I
believe
don't
your
know what
voice
the-
out, or are
I
you
don't know
just
what that
messing
means.
around with stuff?
Both
He
and.
sounds perfectly fine. Are you messing around by asking if he's messing around?
Yeah, this is the perfection of the human voice is what I have on right now.
What do you mean, Jordan? This is how I've always sounded.
Yeah, the sniffles.
Everything
the whole
else
nine
has
yards.
been a voice.
Yes, it's the rest of my life has been a gag, actually.
A lie.
Yeah. Well, we are going to show the intro video for Arc 3 for the last time. It's a sad day, but a day that comes.
We're gonna rain on over to.
Goodbye,
What's the season?
skeleton
I'm
man.
literally smiling and thumbs up, and you're like, "It's a sad day." And I'm like,
Not really.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Toby's just mad he died.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, we'll see you back in a moment.
Long ago, a powerful spellcaster by the name of Vezifor began to study the secrets of immortality. For years he researched, then finally had a breakthrough. He performed the ritual and became a lich. After years of pillaging and war, he grew bored and retired to his tower. It was then he decided to build a dungeon.
There are those of you out there who said I could not design the perfect dungeon, Vanessa. But I proved them all wrong. We got demons, we got dragons, we got undead, we even got unpaid interns. Head on down, because
This is Shattered Dungeons. This is Shattered Dungeons.
this episode of Shattered
150
Dungeons.
episodes, and you still haven't got the timing down.
It's different every season. It doesn't count. It's a different video. I don't know. Anywho, now is it Jordan now that's doing the delay?
Am I delayed?
Nope, it's still Rachel.
What? How?
I don't know.
What?
It's a mystery.
Actually, is it only him?
I've
Test.
done nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, hold on. Dion, you scream.
Test.
I have y'all turned down so low.
No. So.
Oh, look, I'm frozen on Discord, on Twitch again.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
frozen here.
How'd you land that one?
I'm frozen to you. No one's frozen to me.
You're frozen to me.
And I have like a crazy look on my face too.
I mean, that's pretty par for
You
the
look
course,
really
right?
concerned.
Here, let me see if I can do anything for you. Nope.
Giggity?
I did not help in the slightest. Well, so much for that.
Oh, look at that. Now I'm
you're
gone.
a box.
I'm invisible on
Yep.
Twitch.
Now you're back, and now you're like slightly more enthused, but still creepy.
Yeah, that look is honestly quite terrifying.
Yeah, it's unnerving to say
We're
the
just gonna
least.
go ahead and screenshot
She's
that.
plotting something. She's
Thank
definitely
you.
plotting something. There's,
Love it
there's
when
nothing
you
really wrong
screenshot
with
my
it.
Weird faces.
Yes. Well,
It's not
I'm gonna
really
use that for
weird, but
fan
you
art
can.
for Arc
It's one of those things where somebody's unassuming, but at the same time, you're like, wait, is she thinking something?
I
yeah,
really want to disconnect.
What is she plotting?
definitely a mischievous look for sure.
Yes.
A Miss Chibi?
Oh, I see what you did.
No.
Tofu says that you look afraid of Jordan, and
It's right, because
She's
he's
right.
above me.
yeah.
Right.
I'm afraid of Jordan.
That's the
You're not
look
wrong.
that Shorty has when she wants to kill Toby. That's what it is.
No, this look looks uncertain.
See
No,
that.
that's fair.
when Toby starts hitting on everybody, she's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be it. That could be it. It's a good one.
So
Just confused.
let's do some character introductions for the last time for Arc
I
3.
don't have my
You
get my
don't.
hat first then.
It's okay. You're Jordan this episode. You're not your character.
You're dead.
yeah.
He's dead.
And you're dead. Yeah.
dead.
So who cares?
Look, I shifted a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're just slightly.
It's fascinating.
I wonder if you can just like hold the stance.
I just hope every random couple of changes on Heather's, she's like holding like a flag or something completely random to like a bowl of soup.
I'm like
Yeah.
trying to see.
Very
I have
disjointed.
a flower over here.
So the person playing Toby Gunderson this season was Jordan. Jordan,
Hey there.
tell us how it was to play Toby.
Literally, this season started with just two dumb jokes my brain told me. One was, hey, you like challenge runs. What if you make the most mechanically disadvantaged character you've ever made instead of trying to power game? And then two, it'd be really funny to, it was literally like the Midwestern hitting on somebody. Oh yeah, I got all those XY, and those two ideas formed a hurricane. Very pertinent for us Floridians right now.
True.
And then mass destruction.
Too bad you don't have a life-size cutout of Heather, and then she could slowly slide out of her box, frozen frame by frame, and into Jordan's until she takes him down. That,
If I could,
that would have been the best freaking prank ever. Oh
if
man,
I could pull that off, I would have.
that is great, Tofu. That.
Just
Oh man. Yeah. So Ray played a myriad of characters. He played Sog, Zog, and Bubby Mimi. Would you like to
Yes.
intro yourself as all those characters?
at once.
No, I would not. Because they were terrible, terrible characters. Yeah, totally terrible. I'm pretty much the same voice because I'm a twin. And then there was Bubby Mimi. Everybody's Bubby Mimi. And I
Bubby Mimi.
really didn't like it a lot. It was fun.
Of the two characters you played, which one did you like more?
Sog was definitely far more chaotic. He was probably one of my favorites, but getting to do a little dancing at the end of the last episode there, that was fun.
You say Sog was more chaotic, but I remember you committing acts of both piracy and war crimes in the same go, just casually while everyone else is distracted.
Bubby Mimi was way more chaotic. I mean, Bubby Mimi would just go fire cannons. Like, how random is that?
Sog's this big. There's only so much chaos that can fit in this tiny little body.
Well, he could fit in an esophagus, is what we learned.
That's true.
Yeah,
true.
So Sog is a concern. Bubby Mimi is a threat.
Yes.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's very fair.
That's a common thing for all of my characters.
Yeah.
Just kind of a threat to the party.
Deanna, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that Bubby Mimi fired cannons spontaneously.
Yeah, we're just all chilling, and then it's like, boom, what's that noise? Oh, just Bubby Mimi doing Bubby Mimi things.
We looked away for 3 seconds, and
she assaulted a town.
We're just sitting there talking.
It was
to
a
the
safety
lift,
violation.
and I just hear David go, "Where's Bubby going?" Not even in character. He sees Ray move.
Just move.
Yeah.
The character, and then you just hear in the background, "What happens if I pull this cord?"
Yeah. So
I just opened fired on the town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Heather, you got to play Shorty. Would you like to intro Shorty?
I'm Shorty Smalls, and this is my last time as Shorty Smalls.
Oh.
My last day.
So
good with it.
So did the character of Shorty end up being what you envisioned?
Yes and no. She was really funny, and that was like a big goal. I just wanted to make a spectacle of myself and be really ridiculous, but I turned out to be powerful, which I had no idea what a drug that is.
That's pretty great.
That's why most people play.
Yeah, once
Shorty
I got a
the
taste
boss
of that,
slayer, you mean?
I was ready to just let go of all that silliness.
One hit wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was the actual picture of character development that Shorty had. Like, you obviously have the emotional and spiritual and, knowledgeable things that you progress and you get better at as you play. But Shorty literally transformed. She went from no hands to having baby hands. She got dragon wings. Yeah, full swole arms. You had, I think, the most clearly developed character by the end of it, I think, just based on that criteria alone,
Which I thought was I was so entertained by it because maybe a third hand was a bit. It was a bit when we started. And then it led to all that, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like that you were the note taker. And
with my short hands.
I know, it was just conceptually hilarious. And then it got to the point where you didn't have short hands anymore, but you still kept fervent notes on everything.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote in shorthand at that point.
There it is. There it is.
No, what was the guy from Scary Movie? Take my strong hand.
Strong hand.
Well, I often couldn't think of anything to say or be doing, so I'd be like, well, I'm just taking notes on that.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to have in the back pocket.
I was a supporting cast member.
There you go. Rachel, this was your first season with us. How did you like it?
Yes. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I'm sad I missed quite a few episodes, but that's all right.
It happens.
life. Yeah. And I loved playing Cypress, so.
Yep, you played Cypress, the werewolf extraordinaire. What was the thing you enjoyed most about Cypress?
That I didn't have to be super smart, because I usually play a lot of smart characters and nerds. So I could just be like, well, I'm just gonna hit it with my fist until something happens. I hope that's cool. Oh, it's cursed. That sucks.
Yeah.
Magic.
How many times did you get
So many.
touching things?
So
That's
many.
tofu. That is
Tofu all
definitely
over.
tofu.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. Sorry, I like to interact with the scenery.
That's what it's there for.
That's what it's there for.
Well, I think that's the best juxtaposition is you have the rest of us who have played both together and specifically with Tofu's influence for this amount of time, and we're all like, I'm not touching that. And you're like,
Yeah.
running in full speed. We're like,
Listen, at the end I had like 600 HP or something absolutely stupid, so I was like, meh.
Yeah.
we're
If
all
it hits me,
sitting
it hits
back and
me.
eating the popcorn, waiting to
If he
see
dies,
what
he dies.
shenanigans happen.
I'm very proud that I only died one time. That was not my fault.
Yeah, wait, when did you die?
When the dungeon crashed,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that was my one and only time. I was
Oh,
like,
it was Shorty who died on the boat as a life lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
called
did you
them.
die?
Yeah.
I think the exact thing was let's call their bluff. We all have resurrection.
Yeah. We got an
What are you gonna
insurance
do?
policy.
Kill her?
Yeah. Dion, you played Grunkle. Would you like to intro Grunkle?
Yeah, Grunkle was supposed to be a little bit of a grouchy underling, but I don't know, he wasn't quite that grouchy to be honest with you. Unless you have to deal with annoying things, then everybody was kind of grouchy when you gotta deal with, these annoying things. I heavily leaned on Cypress as our combat prowess until we got about halfway through the campaign and Shorty
And it
just
switched to
started
Shorty.
slaying.
Yeah.
Just absolutely massacring anything
like-
that had any undead presence in it.
Yeah.
It
I
was
was
like,
like, listen, I was supposed to be the shield. And like, there's no point now. I'm the bullet sponge, and yet
What's
they don't
funny
even have a
is,
chance to shoot.
yeah. So when I put that sword down, I thought it was going to be way more challenging because it was going to cause problems with Toby being in the group and Vesifal being around and all that. And then for Shorty to basically like, I'm going to spend time to try and tame this thing. I was like, oh, well, dang, okay.
I didn't know that would work.
Oh man.
Well, it's because you proposed the idea. I was like, well, not initially, but if you keep at it, then eventually, I guess, It's like dealing with, anything.
I was always afraid to kill my friends because I felt like,
I wasn't.
am I going to get in trouble for this? Do I really want to kill my friends? So
Rachel would have ripped that thing out day
Absolutely.
one. You want to kill Toby? It's like, I would
Okay.
rather you not, but
Yeah.
If he dies, he dies. Listen,
Cypress
did I
tried
already-
to hold Toby down.
I think I told you like at least 3 times. I want to say it may have been more than that.
At least once I did ask you to do it once.
Yeah.
Because I was sad.
And then there was like in the temple or something when we got we were trapped and it was like a water temple thing and we were trying to resurrect the fish guy. And then it was like you have to fight your
talking
friends.
about our good pal Mac Errol,
Mac. I sure do. I am talking about Mac Errol.
the fish in a watery mobile suit.
Mech suit? Yeah. Pretty sick.
I want one.
So, on that note, who was your favorite NPC? We'll go around the table. Grunkle or Dion? Wow. This always happens. I'm not going to call you by your actual name because I'm so used to doing character. But, Dion, who was your favorite NPC?
really, it was one that required not a lot of work from your point, and that was Chef Brinklestein. Friddlestein.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
Nah, well, he's like this big scary dude that, if you were unobjective and looking at it, the way that you drew him, isn't he wearing like a wife beater, and he looks very unkempt and very unsanitary. Looks like an unsanitary guy. But here he is, this brilliant chef, making all of this great food. And, anybody that feeds me automatically wins my heart.
Rachel, what about you?
Well, see, here's the thing. My favorite NPC was Jim, obviously. Because him
You're
and Cypress
Biffle.
are kindred spirits. But my favorite name that you pretty much ever came up with was Fredbeard way back in the day, because I literally lost my mind about it because I just wasn't expecting it, because I didn't know your naming conventions at the time, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, did he say Fredbeard?
We go.
I've completely forgot
Lost my
about that
mind.
guy. I'm
Me too,
surprised you even remember that. That came out, yeah. That
Made an
was
impact because it was so stupid, and I was like, Fredbeard? No.
Of course she remembers. This is her favorite character.
that's fair.
That's my
There-
favorite name, but I
Yeah.
love Jim.
There are a number of, like, when I'm going through and planning for sessions, I have to type names in now because Jordan will always ask what the character's name is, period. So I've learned to prepare, but that one was definitely one of the ones where I was like running behind. I didn't have a lot of time. I was just typing away anything that came to mind, and Fredbeard is what happened there. So I'm
was
glad that
beautiful.
made an impact. It was just me hastily
It did.
scribbling.
If I could find my original notebook, I wrote it down, and I was like, Fredbeard.
Oh no, you lost your
Perfection.
original notebook. I hate
Well,
it when that
it's
happens.
I say that, but it's literally right here. I just don't look.
Yeah.
Things.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, speaking of your notebook,
For a
something
second,
I think
Go ahead, Dion.
something that I think that we should do is we have that Trello group for the cast. I was thinking maybe we can sit there and we could actually, as a community, take notes while we're doing our arc, instead of everybody keeping separate notes that are
Oh yeah,
contradictory and that sort of thing. We could share a board, and you can put little cards with little bits of information on there.
Yeah, we'll
accountable
definitely
then, though.
set that up for Arc 4 because I think that'll be something that'll be helpful for everybody. Heather, what about you? Favorite NPC?
Bonesy.
Why?
He was just funny.
Love
he was
his
always
voice.
serving drinks.
Oh, okay. Wait, is it because you have that life-size skeleton in your house?
I have like 2 or 3.
Sorry.
You have that many skeletons. Oh, wow, you guys
Well,
really like Halloween,
one
right?
life- Life-size
Anything to do
one.
with? I'm
Yeah.
hoping this has nothing to do with Halloween because that'd be far more interesting.
What, the Bonesy's my favorite for Halloween?
No, the life-size
That-
skeleton in your house.
That you have
I
so
don't
many
know. Maybe it won't
skeletons.
go away. He keeps moving. Today he was out on the back porch. I'm going to share that picture tomorrow. It scared me. I was like,
With what your face is frozen on the camera front, it makes that
Like you're-
statement even better.
I have to go. Like, I keep getting off
Thinking
Twitch
about it.
thinking I got to quit looking at it.
Oh, you're good. Ray, what about you? Favorite NPC?
The hamsters.
Why?
I forgot about the hamsters.
Why the hamsters?
I don't remember the
did
hamsters.
I even give them
It
a
was-
voice,
and
or
when
did
we
I
killed
just
them
like?
all in the
No,
dungeon.
I think you did speak for them.
did.
Oh
very
my
briefly.
gosh! I rember what I did. Hold on, I think I could
You used
recreate it.
your modulator.
Yeah. I think I did.
They were the downfall of Dungeon 3, right?
Oh,
Did
right.
I
and that-
do this? There was this
Yeah.
kind of like them. Was this them there?
Gosh,
If I recall-
forgot about that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I recall, we cooked some of those hamsters and fed them to Cypress.
Yeah, I think
Did we?
we did.
Did I eat
Yeah,
this?
you ate some of them hamsters.
That's fair.
Let me check my notes.
Didn't write that down. No.
Jordan, what about you?
Pigs.
Do you really need to ask who Toby and my favorite NPC was?
Why though? I know for Toby why, but why you?
Well, first of all, there was just something about Vanessa's character and the voice and the mannerisms. It just hearing you be stressed is so funny to me. Not as funny as hearing you sneeze. But I don't know. I enjoy, like, from a me perspective, I enjoyed that Toby enjoyed, because it was like every time it was there, it was like, ooh, what can I come up with? What can I do to mess with you? Because you hated that dynamic so much.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird one, but I think it had its moments that were legitimately funny.
And then sad.
I also really loved Harrow before he died and became a small puppet, or a puppet for
I think we there were a ton of these kind of characters that we enjoyed. I think it's really funny that we all resonated on a different one, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because usually I feel like the group just adopts one.
Steve.
Yeah, exactly. Current frozen Heather looks like she's trying to be sneaky and is just about to pick her nose when no one's looking.
Oh, no.
Oh, it just changed as I read it.
Oh my god.
How convenient.
How
fortuitous.
I can't make it change.
How unfortunate it'd be if she did sneak up and then got stuck.
I still look like I'm about to pick my nose.
Yeah.
If she what?
There it goes.
Oh, look, there it is. Damn. So weird.
It is
Must have a bad
interesting
connection.
that it's fine. It is interesting that everyone like resonates with a different NPC and all that. But my favorite thing about you all enjoying Harrow is that Harrow stemmed from a stupid joke that Andrew and I made. During the course of this arc, Andrew and I got together like maybe 3 or 4 times to just like have lunch and hang out and talk about the season. And I think one of the first times we had lunch, he was talking like that Lich Vezafal had heard a prophecy, and it was like really worrying of him that a notable hero would end his life, and like we were going to use that as like a plot point. And then we were just like texting back and forth later, I think, and I was like, what if the name, like, what if it's not like a notable hero? What if it's just like a dude named Harrow and like he misheard it? And then he took it and really ran with it. And so that's why that it even existed, just like this stupid joke. But I'm glad you guys found him entertaining, because he was literally there for short-term payoff.
The second that lore drop happened, I remember dying of laughter, because I was just like, damn it.
No, that was pretty much
so
Andrew's
good.
idea, yeah. Yeah, there were a number of those things, like, oh gosh, the whole thing with Aviad, that place, don't go to Aviad, or it's in Aviad, and it's spelled avoid. It's just like no one in the dungeon's smart enough to read.
We made a lot of literacy jokes this year.
So many literacy jokes. What was kind of like the most memorable thing that you guys experienced over the course of the season? Heather, let's start with you.
Growing my wings and being able to fly, even though it was a 50% chance half the time.
That was exciting.
Of course, I chose the sword because I was just kind of bored, and I thought maybe I'll die and come up with a new character or whatever. So I chose the sword and thought I just wanted something to happen. So like the power that I got from the sword was probably one of my favorite things.
Yeah. You reinvented yourself for sure.
I did.
Ray, what about you? Favorite memory?
When everybody found out that every episode I have 80s music playing.
Oh, you mean last episode?
That was awesome.
Are you listening to it right now?
I am.
Oh
What's
my
playing?
goodness. Yeah, what's playing?
It is ELO, Electric Light Orchestra.
Yep,
Nice.
that's awesome. Rachel, favorite memory?
Favorite memory. Probably. I liked going to go save my village, my werewolf commune
Yes.
in the forest. Always good. Loved meeting all of the U-generated NPCs that I apparently knew.
Ah, you're
That's
very
so good.
popular.
Thank you. That was probably my favorite, but I also like subconsciously also loved every time Jordan was like, so is that like a dog thing? Is that you doing that? So like, are you like licking your paw? Do you like bay? And I'm like, stop asking me these questions. I'm a person.
I'm people.
I'm
Yeah.
people. I'm allowed on the couch. Thank you.
We had the same problem last season with Gorik because he was a rock person, and it was, how do you eat?
There was questions.
Like, what? Yeah.
My brain gets very, very interested in minute things.
How do you function?
And as soon as you, Rachel, you weren't there for this, but when we first met Gorik, they had a feast for us, and they're like, you see that they eat rocks, and I'm like, everything's rocks. Within seconds, I'm like, wait, so you poop rocks? Because they're like, that's the
Oh, it
bathroom
never
pile
ended.
over there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so you eat your own poop. And then that was like one of the through lines for the rest of the year.
Yep. Dion, what about you? Favorite memory?
So I don't know how much you guys are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, but there's a part of this adventure
Never
that
heard of it.
reminds me of something that that you can do in Dungeons and Dragons or similar, and that's the spell jamming stuff that they had in Dungeons and Dragons. We had like a perverse version of it. We weren't going through space like they do, but we had a boat, and instead of an elliptic that we used to control the boat, we had a giant octopus underneath the boat.
Ah, yes. John Kraken.
That would take us where we would want to go. So we didn't actually even need to know how to sail said boat. And we would have battles and stuff on it. It really is like a perverse version of spell jamming in Dungeons and Dragons,
an
minus the
awful-
space travel.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed from the time we got on the first boat to the point that we never could get back on the boat again. I really enjoyed that entire section of it, including having our boat stolen.
That
Every
was-
arc, we seem to end up on a boat, and it's always like a lot of fun.
Not gonna lie to you, that's why I throw the boats in there, because every time it's just enjoyable for
It's
everybody.
basically is how close can as soon as there's a boat, I'm like, okay, how close to killing himself is Ray gonna get?
Right to the edge, just.
Yeah, right up close to it.
Every time.
Right on the plank.
Jordan,
Yes.
what about you? Favorite memory?
Would it boot me?
With the boot,
Would it
yo.
be-
What about
So I was
you?
honestly, I've got a
Frank?
metric ton of moments, but I would say there's one me and one not me, but they share a common thread, and it would be I love so much when I get an idea and I pitch it to David, and it's like weeks or months out in advance, and slowly putting the pieces together to build towards. And in this case, it was knowing how I wanted to end Toby, and okay, I'm going to start building towards that. And it's like David knows, okay, Jordan's going to start going crazy. And so getting to just be like normal, totally random, stupid, weird, normal, and everyone's like, what was that? What was what? I really enjoyed doing those things. And in the guise of things planned in advance or somewhat in advance, I remember when Ray's like, it was just me and David and Ray, and he's like, I'm done with SOG. And I was heartbroken because I'm like, I freaking love SOG. I was always dying laughing at every session with SOG. And I mean, I did with Bubby too. Don't get hurt about that. But I'm like, okay, well, what's he gonna do? And then the video, like, oh, Ray's not here tonight. I'm like, oh crap. So I didn't think it was gonna happen. And then as soon as David goes, I have to play something. The song falling to his death video was so good.
Oh,
I remember being so traumatized by that because I pushed him off the ledge.
oh
Because I
yes.
didn't know that you had
'Cause he's
planned
a
to
sock.
kill him.
You know what's terminal velocity for a sock?
Yeah, like at the end of the day.
enough
About
to
5
kill
miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like,
There's a
hey,
light
here it goes.
breeze.
I'm looking
He
right now
actually-
to see if I still have that video. I can play
He
it again real
landed
quick.
fresher than when he started. Let's be honest.
True.
Fair amount.
Not wrong.
Some
One-
Febreze.
One thing that David and I had discussed with that whole scenario was that Sog was actually controlled by somebody, but you just never knew they were there because Sog was a cursed sock puppet.
Yeah,
So-
it got real dark. It was real cool.
But luckily, we didn't go that route.
Yeah.
I think I went looking for clips like a couple of weeks ago when I was like trying to put together some TikTok stuff, and the like Ray had been gone for like a week or two, and so we're like, oh, we got to reintroduce Sog, and Ray giggling as Sog as he's in a pile of laundry. It's always so just you never know where he was going, but it was a hell of a ride.
It was.
Gosh, yeah, the pile of laundry. I forgot about that.
You're a dirty sock, aren't you?
No, no, thank you. Please don't. Tofu's most memorable moment was when she felt salty and angry at me for throwing Zumi into the pit. I'm so sorry about that, Tofu, but Tofu,
It'd be like that sometimes.
Zumi is now like a staple of the Dungeon Ninja Warrior course. So we're good, right? Right?
I
We're
don't think
good?
you're.
She lives
On
there.
a
Just say
scale
you're
from
sorry again.
I'm sorry,
on a
Tofu.
scale from 0 to Swifty, how upset are you?
Yeah,
That's the real
that's a
question.
good question for Tofu. 0 to Swifty, how angry, how sad. Forgiven now, I've returned to watching. Thank you, much appreciated.
I remember.
I guess that is kind of brutal to have your own character introduced into a dungeon in a way that their whole purpose is to get killed and resurrected over and over and over again. It's like the worst Groundhog Day.
She was Swifty
Right.
mad to the point where she skipped the following episode.
I was
I done
talking
did
to her.
her
She's
wrong.
like, I can't watch tonight. I am still very mad. I'm like, oh shit. Oopsies.
So memorable moments for me with Toby and Bubby Mimi was you guys in Vesifal just ad-libbing your family history. That was something I was just like, you guys were talking and I was like trying to scribble notes all I could, like, all right, what does this mean?
What does it mean?
Heather, my favorite shorty memory is you literally, like, I forget who was it. I think it was the guy who was fighting Mac. It was Clint the Gorgon. You one-shotted Clint the Gorgon. I had this huge, like, fight plan. I was gonna kill people. I killed Mac, and then you were just like, no, you're done, son. And the fight was over.
She murdered so many people.
I know.
She
Like-
did.
To me.
I was literally scrambling for time because I needed Vesifal to take an injury from Harrow during that fight. And you were done with it already. And I was like, oh, goodness. Why did I give her that stupid sword?
I remember there were a few times where it's like, oh, we're gonna have a big fight tonight, and like 2 people weren't gonna be able to make it. And on here, I'm like, Toby's practically worthless just because of how what I decided to do this season, and I stick to my guns. So like, I don't know, we might be in trouble, and then just wait.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, well,
Only 'cause
Okay,
they were
good.
undead.
Yeah.
When she goes to
Power
when she
force when they
when she
were
goes to
dead.
say the numbers, it was like, what?
Yeah.
No,
Come
it was
again?
so
How much-
fun.
how much
Like, yeah,
damage
that's
was
what it
that?
says. I copied and pasted it.
640 what? I'm so sorry. What?
You just immediately kill it.
She
that reminds
Shorty
reminds
broke
me of-
quadruple digits in the last fight.
It was so
Did
cool.
over 1,000 points of damage.
I know. I'm always going to pick up the swords and stuff now. I'm going to be picking up everything in the rooms. No testing.
You can note that down.
Worked real well
not
for
gonna-
Pax.
I'm not going to check
I
for
was gonna
traps.
say, it reminds me of how we broke how sneak attacks are handled in season 1.
Yeah.
Because there were two moments of the siege of I forget the town we ended up in, but like they're like giant trolls. And Reg just ends up leading a team of marksmen sneak attacking what should have been 2 big fights to death in one turn.
Yeah.
And then when Heather brought Chivi in, it's like, oh, I'm invisible? Okay, I'm gonna stab him with my dagger. Oh, that's a 10 times multiplier because of this advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, once
So
I
I
learned
do-
those things,
Yeah, you were like, that's 1,400 damage. They're dead. They're
yeah, I would have
dead.
never varied from the dagger if I hadn't picked up that sword.
True. Tofu asked if we're gonna have fluxes at Tabletop Tavern. Yes. That's one of the things we'll be working on. Regardless, though, it's something just like we kind of did with the patron flux. If you got one, you can redeem it. That's something that I do on the show rather than through Twitch. So should be good on that front. Those will always be
Now
available.
that Heather says she's going to pick up everything.
Yes. My favorite Cypress memory was probably very early on. It just it was one of those tone setting things for me. It's when everyone had signed their paperwork basically as, freebies. And then you came in with like, what do you mean? You just need to check get paid and you get paid.
It's not that hard. You just
yeah.
gotta read it.
I don't know why that memory sticks out the most to me, but it just like from the very early onset set the tone of how Cypress would be viewed and then also how she would interact with everyone else.
That's how she operates.
Yeah, it was just
Listen.
really cool.
If she when I was making her, I originally she was gonna be a lot more serious because she was like finding her way in the world and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So, but then I was like, you know what? What if she's actually just a small child at heart? And she and mean sometimes, like a childhood bully. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. She would make sure she gets the money that she's owed.
Oh yeah, she would.
That moment was like the opposite of you guys are getting paid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You guys are doing this for free? It couldn't be me. No.
Dion, my favorite Grunkle memory is the cave water explosion in the dungeon.
I wasn't happy about said water explosion
It was-
ruining my hard work and special room.
Yep, it was a situation that went from bad to worse in the best way.
Ray's reaction to it was also one of the funniest things he's ever said of just, I did more damage on accident than I've ever done on purpose.
It's so true. It was one of those things where it was like stream of consciousness. So like, what would happen if this happened? And then you follow the train of thought to find out, and it's like, Well, yeah, pressure would build. There's no end to this thing, like, filling up with water. It's gonna blow eventually.
Exactly.
And then the lightning storm or whatever, like, electrifying it, even better. Like, yes, it got worse.
I need to check. I don't remember if Toby died from that one or not.
I probably. I think he did. Tofi says, I'd love for someone to play a comedy/tragedy player, then or when out of battle, quirky and quiet and almost shy, but in battle, savage, hungry for blood, and almost foul-mouthed. That would be hilarious, actually. Like, very tiny, like, tiny personality, tiny persona, and then in battle, they're just like, look at me.
Stick around for
Yeah,
Arc
I'm
4.
gonna you up real good.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's with our the final couple of minutes here, because we're gonna go short on this episode. What are you either hoping to play as? What are you hoping to see, do, experience, all that for Arc 4? What do you guys think? What do you want to see? Jordan, why don't you start?
I want to see Reg. No,
Can we see Grandpa Reg? Is that
Old man.
Hey, hello there. My name's Ray.
My brain's trying to stop me from answering to think of how I would do an old man Reg voice. I can't go away. Get out of here. I gotta shove him back in
I
his
hate
box.
it when that happens.
Honestly, there was a part of me. I know this isn't going to be part of it, but I sent David a TikTok the other day. The idea of making the plot of the DuckTales theme song into a campaign of rewriting history and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that would be really cool if we could go back and change or discover new things about our past adventures. Maybe that'll be season 5. Wink, wink.
I don't think I can do
making
an
up lore
entire
one lie at a
campaign.
time?
I know already something that I have planned with David. So if you go back to Jordan likes to plan things very far in advance. I have planned a thing before the arc has even started that I'm really looking forward to, but I can't tell you guys.
I don't even remember what it is.
Good.
So secretive.
Good. Yeah.
Secret squirrel.
Dion, what about you?
I'm thinking about playing some form of an actor. There's going to be somebody that's going to be a jack of all trades, a master of none type character. And he's only going to learn skills in for potential roles. I need to play someone like this. I need to brush up on such and such. I got to add that to my repertoire.
That's fun.
That'll be hilarious. I think I know we were like joking about it at one point, but I'm pretty sure you can use performance then to like fake attacks and whatnot, like stage combat,
Exactly.
That does remind me of something I can say that I'm looking forward to, and not to steal your thunder for a second, but ADHD brain going strong. The type of character I will be playing in combat is going to be different. So outside of the Toby shenanigans, I've always been pure. He's going to sneeze again. Watch him. There he goes.
That was a cough.
It's a cough.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Different
Place your
headline.
bets. Place your bets. Sneeze a cough. Sneeze a cough.
Pay Zog on the way out.
But I have always been literally like all I'd ever would take was combat skills, but I want to focus on being a support character instead, and I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out.
Heather, what about you? What are you looking forward to next season?
Well, I am going to try to have a really funny looking persona, like a very I'm gonna look insane.
Fake mustache?
No, but a little bit better than that.
Fake eyebrows.
Look what
No. I am going to use my ears.
Oh, the ears are making a comeback.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm going to use them all the time, and I might get a wig. I'm a little inspired by all my trips to the Halloween place.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, do y'all really want to know everything? I have one like stunning last piece that is just silly, but it should be very
surprises.
Yeah,
I think
whatever you
you
want to
should
share.
surprise us.
Yeah, and then I, like Tofu was suggesting, I wasn't thinking about a tiny persona, but I was thinking about a real calm, zen, easygoing persona, but then just like vicious in battle.
That's
And
awesome.
now that I've said I'm going to pick everything up, I'm probably going to work on my armor rating constantly.
There you go.
And dump all your points into HP. I'm just saying. It's
And we're gonna let you lead.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, that-
Charge into everything.
yeah.
That's the hardest
my other
thing about
mantra.
wanting to be like a spellcaster is you're like, I need potency, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that confuses me a little bit. So I'm just going to stick with my daggers and charging in and just picking everything up. And if I die, I die. I'll just come back as my cousin or something.
Well, since you're concerned about your armor rating, you're less likely to die now probably than you have been in the past.
There.
Tofu makes a very good point. Armor rating doesn't really do anything against turning into chickens on a flux. Buck, mother
Or ducks from a
cluckers. Yeah.
That
Turn into
is
a chicken
great
butt.
job,
ominous
Times.
threat right there.
Literally
Yeah.
just occurred to me. I have played an entire year recklessly because dying as Toby is funny. For me, at least.
Oh yeah, so you're
I'm gonna
probably
have to
primed to die.
I'm gonna have to
Unlearn
unlearn
that.
a few
Yeah.
behaviors there.
You really don't. I mean, I think back to ROG, and honestly, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm
True.
just taking after Ray. I don't think we're really going to die.
Don't we have a what would
Best
Rock
attitude
do,
to
right?
have.
Yeah. Rachel, what about you? Arc 4 and beyond. What are you looking forward to?
Listen, no thoughts, head empty. Just happy to be here. I would like to play like a super noble character. Would be really fun and like really serious because I don't usually play those characters. I play like jokey or like really sensitive characters. So that'd be fun.
Have you
Will
heard
I stick to that?
The
I
tale
won't.
of Sir Han.
Wait, how noble are we talking here? Are we talking like super paladin, annoying? Don't you
Right.
dare jaywalk.
Well, listen, any character I make is not annoying, anyways. Yeah, I don't know. It might be noble that way or noble a different way. Who's to say? I don't know. Mostly because I haven't thought about it. So, yeah, I don't know. Just excited to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we are
Oh,
excited.
that's
and
true.
happy to have
Noble
you
does
here.
mean different things. Because you could just be rich.
110%.
They really don't wrote on my report cards when I was a child. She's just happy to be here. Well,
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
For those of you that have thought of it, do you have names in mind yet? Because I just went looking back and found where I wrote down the name I wanted to use.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if I keep
just
with
happy to be
my
here.
current naming practice, I could
Yeah,
be
what
Heidi.
animal are you gonna name after?
Yeah, that was my first dog ever. Heidi.
Wait, what animal have you had named Shorty?
Oh, I didn't name Shorty after an animal. That's the only one. Because I just liked Shorty Smalls. I wanted all the S alliteration.
You need
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to
yeah.
get you
That's
need
fair.
to get your son like a little pet lizard and
Yes.
call it Shorty Smalls.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, you're right. He would love that.
like the hamster my son has, Mr. Tibbles.
Amazing.
You can get them
that's
free right now
awesome.
because there's a bazillion of them outside.
Also,
Yeah.
just one hamster there, right? I forgot to warn you.
Yeah, just
Oh, Jack
one.
wants to hamster so bad.
Yeah, don't do
I'm telling him
plural
to put that on
because
Craig.
let
Yeah.
me tell you this: pet store employees may claim they know the gender of those hamsters. They don't. It's a guess, and
You could
take
have
it from
hamster
my
babies.
childhood. They will populate so much that you just have to give them away.
non sequitur, but
Repeatedly.
I saw like a naked guinea pig at the pet store the last time I was there. I didn't know they
Yes.
came in Sphinx variety, and I was like,
Me
"What is
either.
this weird little I don't know burnt muffin
Yes.
thing?"
I took a picture of it.
It's so weird. It was gross.
It's terrifying.
I was like, "What is
they're
this?"
They're called skinny pigs.
I hate them. I was like, "This guinea
They're
pig is
furless
sick.
guinea pigs.
It's a furless
Yes.
guinea pig."
Did you guys
What will they
frequent the
think of
same
next?
pet store?
We might have. I don't know, but they had it
What?
at
Maybe it's a
Petco.
Texas thing.
I don't know, but
Oh
like
my
it was
goodness.
the furless ones and then the regular
I
ones,
need
and
to
I was
Google,
like,
hold
there was
on.
only one furless guinea pig.
I got
and I was
you,
like,
fam.
is it sick? Is it disgusting? Like, what's going on? It's gross looking.
Oh, it looks like a pig.
It's just
Oh
a little
my
pig,
gosh,
but it's just big.
No, it looks like
And it
it
goes,
looks almost like a hippo. Some of
That's the
them
noise.
look like a
Yeah,
hippo.
it looked like a mini hippo.
like a little baby hippo.
Anyway, it was
Weird.
ugly.
But some
Non
of them
sequitur
have
over.
mustaches,
No, that was
which
good.
is unusual.
Thank you. I thought so. Everyone needs to know that there's a Sphinx guinea pig.
Yeah, oof. They
And I hate
almost look like naked mole rats, Tofu says. Yes.
They're adjacent.
Ron Plausible, or is it Ron Possible?
Ron, it's Ron stoppable
Ron Stoppable,
and
thank
Kim
you.
possible
Yep.
because Ron can be stopped.
Yes,
That's
he is
his-
very.
He is the damsel in distress of the show, and I
Love
love
that.
that dynamic
Yeah.
very much.
Dion, what about you? What are you looking? Oh wait, no, sorry, Ray. Ray is the next one on the list.
Oh, yeah,
Ray,
what are you gonna do, Ray?
looking forward to Arc 4?
Well, I'm kind of hoping for some more boat stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and maybe more orbs that blow up cities and catch them on fire. That'd be cool.
That sounds good.
Yep.
Can you
Yeah, I plan on being a heartless villain.
can you give us a hint? Are there any props that we can look forward to? Will
Oh,
there be
yeah.
props is okay.
Oh yeah.
I might actually sit out on props.
That's
'Cause I-
illegal.
I'm
I
going
don't-
full cosplay.
I would say this was my most ADHD season yet.
I'll be playing Mog, the son of Rog, fresh out of the orphanarium of one Mr. Lucy.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Hard
I
time
love
with
it.
Arc 1. So, be
I
exhilarating.
Can I be Blog, your cousin?
I think I probably worked at that
Blog.
orphanage now that I
Also a
think about it.
note taker.
He's the smartest one of all.
Yeah,
But that's too many letters, though.
true.
Log.
Well,
Yeah.
I put the
Dog.
link in chat to follow Tabletop Tavern 20. Again, we're going to be streaming through their Twitch channel moving forward. We're going to take a couple of week kind of break as I get everything prepped and set. Work with them on that. I think the first, hey, Tabletop Tavern 20, you're in chat, so everyone go follow them. So as we're kind of getting things squared away and figured out, we will post updates, blah blah blah. But the main
More
thing,
bridges, Tofu says.
yes, more bridges.
I, for one, welcome our new tabletop overlords.
There we go. We do have the Nick Cage one shot, so if you want to jump in, go sign up. I think we are going to push the October 11th one. I think I'm just going to push that. Because it works out better. But go sign up. I'll email all those people and move them to the different date. But definitely make sure you go sign up. That is in chat somewhere. I saw earlier Tofu had a thing going.
Somewhere.
Get in the cage with Nicolas Cage. There's the link
Gross.
right there.
Caged Fury.
Yeah, Cages of
Yeah,
Fury.
If you have
Cool, there's
time,
the-
watch the tragic episode that David and I did.
Yeah, it's like the prelude to it. Sets
It
it
was
all up.
so bad.
Yeah, it's fun.
I already know what I want to do.
I died.
As a bit with the Nick Cage stuff.
Yeah, Tofu says he gets a bit cagey. Yeah.
There was a lot of puns that David and I threw back and forth.
My favorite one was, we don't have time for puns, Nick. We gotta get to the Nicodel. So dumb.
Nicodel of.
Has anyone seen that movie where he plays himself?
Yes.
No,
Good.
but I need
Is it bad?
to.
The weight of unbearable talent or whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
The unbearable weight of
Did you
massive
like it?
talent.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. Now it's not like, a traditional Nick Cage movie. It's kind of
Well, no.
campy and that sort of thing, though.
He just
I
makes
don't know.
money at that point.
I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Good.
As
Well-
far as I'm concerned, as long as you put yourself in the right mindset, you can have fun with it.
Cool.
Well, so make sure you follow there. If you haven't followed on social media, go do all that. We will be hosting on our Twitch channel for those of you who haven't followed yet, just as like a friendly reminder. So if you tune in live, again, go to Tabletop Tavern 20 on Twitch, and then if you have any questions or maybe you want to jump in, just email us, let us know, talk to us, all that stuff. We thank you so much for being with us, for watching the show, for keeping us going. We really do appreciate you watching and participating. So we will not be staying on afterwards. We will be going right to rating. So while I get that set up, we will go to our outro video. See ya, everybody. Bye.
Bye.